How you doing, guys? Professor EDC with another first impressions video. We have right here a very interesting design by Bestech. This is the higher end Bestech knives, and well, let's jump right into the specs, shall we, before we can start talking about it. Otherwise, you know, I have the tendency to just keep on talking and not go over specs. 4.63 ounces is the weight. Let me change that, 2 grams now, because gotta make it in Spanish. It's a flipper, all titanium construction, anodized titanium in this very subtle blue that blends in quite nicely with the titanium. The blade is finished in this satin grayish finish. It's S35VN, and it just looks quite nicely like a uniformed blade, doesn't it? Just a very uniform color and combinations. 3.5 millimeters, that's for Spanish. Let's go to inches. 0.14 inches. I think that would be 140 thousandths thickness. And behind the edge, that would be more normal, yeah, like 20 thousandths behind the edge. Yep, and a bit, let's see, a bit thicker up front. No, it's the same, 20 thousandths. So size, well, before the comparisons, let's go to the size. And my mat is upside down, so let's go to inches. Sorry about that, but you know, I do it in Spanish and in English, and here we go. So the length is 8.5 inches. The blade is in its entirety 3.60 the blade length, and the edge is 3.5, a little bit more, 3.60 the blade length, and 3.60 the edge, and 3.70 the blade length. There we go. You can do it. Here we go. Let's go to some comparisons, shall we? Let's go with our already traditional Victorinox and our Sharpie and our quarter, US quarter. Huntsman, the Huntsman. Here we go. Let's go with the Rats. Still the best budget knife in my opinion. Still. There are a couple of other budget knives that I think that are tied with the Rat, but that's a matter for another video. There we have the Rat number 1, and we can see it is exactly just a hair, not even a millimeter, but just a hair under the Rat's length. Let's go to this image, upper take. There we go, so you can have an idea, a more precise idea of the knife. And I gotta say, I do like the whole geometry on this thing. It's just so smooth in every sense. The Benchmade bug out and the PM2, Spyderco PM2. So it's a bit bigger than the PM2 and much bigger than the bug out. There we go. And it's very understandable why Bestech as an OEM has improved so much, isn't it? Making knives for other designers and companies, and it's just we can see it. We can see it in this work done, how it is contoured and milled. The finish, the fit and finish in this thing is just pretty good. It's smooth in every way. The tanto, just this is one of the smoothest tantos in matters of lines that I have held in my hand, and I've had quite a few tantos because I do love this geometry, and this is just such a sleek and smooth knife. What about, Professor, what about the ergos? Well, no hot spots. Not in my hand. I wear a large, extra large size gloves. There might be, for those people who like to use lanyards, there isn't a lanyard hole in the knife, so that might be something that might upset someone. There's jimping right here in the flipper, very subtle, smooth, but it grabs your finger, so flips, fires out without any problems, falls shut, just a bit of a push. It's really good. You can see the anodized finish in the titanium. It's this subtle blue that combines very well with this gray, the gray of the titanium. And we have another comparison. We can't see the Doug Ritter RSK MK1 Gen 2, I think that's the whole number. And why not? I have this at hand on loan, and another full titanium blade, the Evo by Custom Knife Factory. So you look at them and it doesn't look cheap, right? Because it isn't. It's a well-made knife by a company that has improved over the years a lot. Check out that blade. Smoothness, right? Frame lock with steel insert. There's some jimping under here. A bit of jimping on the blade. Very smooth. As a matter of fact, it serves well. It's just I like my jimping to be a bit more noticeable. But anyways, that might be another thing for someone. It's barely there's not a lot of traction right here, just enough, I think, just enough. But overall I think S35VN, all titanium construction, fit and finish done very well. Lockup at 20%, 15%, perfectly well. Action smooth, perfectly centered. I hope I get the right angle. because it is perfectly centered. And well, really like the lines and the quality of this knife. This is the Bestech Shogun, and in my opinion it's a pretty good knife for the money. Professor EDC out.